Well, I got back from the party, and there were 16 messages waiting for me when I got home, and they were all from William. He sounded very, very, very distressed. He had been using the university email server to speak and to send very indiscreet messages to his boyfriend in New York, and he says the chances are that could be the downfall of him in his university, and he needed to meet with me and the rest of the guys. Couldn't meet him, so I rang up and I said, William, how were you thinking of playing at? Using this university email server. And he said, I just didn't think. Can you meet me? I said, yeah. He said, can you make sure the other guys can meet me too, because I really need moral support. I said, yes, of course. So my next port of call was Richard. And Richard and John had just arrived back from the party that I was talking about the other night. And true to form, they were in the middle of the most blazing row. Richard telling John, from what I could understand, that he had showed him up in the most atrocious way. John saying he hadn't put on a pound for, I think it was 2 years. And Richard saying he was like a glitterball canary as he fell down the stairs, drunk. And they were shouting and they were screaming and everything. Richard, I have to speak to you. And yeah, I got to speak to Richard finally. I said, Richard, I told him what had happened. And Richard said, well, I can't because... And then he paused and he said, John, do you fancy going into the country? And John immediately replied back, will I be seeing the horses? John, by the way, before he met Richard, really didn't know what a horse did, apart from pork loaves. Now, he's bought all the gear, and he believes that he was meant to be with horses. Him and horses are kindred spirits. Yeah, right. So Richard agreed to come down to the bar to meet me and William and I. Next on my agenda was James. I rung up, and it was so noisy. The music was so loud. It was shouting. I think I must have spoken to about 12 people before I actually, can I speak to James, please? James. James, he lives there. James. Yes, James. Finally, I got through to someone who knew who James was, and they said, oh, yeah. He's on the patio right now. I said, great. He said, he's helping his flatmate be sick. I said, well, oh. So, after James had done what he had to do, he came and spoke to me. I told him the William situation. Said he was needed desperately. William didn't really need him desperately, but James is very good at negotiating and very good at, when you ask a question, James can come back with a really good answer, better than mine. And so I got all of them to come down to the bar to meet William, to discuss what could possibly be the end of his stay at university, or if we can get this right, the avoidance of it all. Anyway, I'm off now to the bar, and rather nervous about it all. We've all come from our separate places, and as soon as I get back from the bar, I'll let you know what's going on. More later. Bye.